Thor Ragnarok is directed by Taika Waititi, stars Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Tessa Thompson, Jeff Goldblum, Kate Blanchett, and of course the director Taika Waititi. In the third film of the Thor trilogy, a hammer-deprived Thor is sent to a junk planet after her sister, goddess of death, Hela, has taken over Asgard. Him and Loki have been taken to a junk planet and they have to get back to stop Hela from taking over Asgard and pretty much causing mayhem over there. If you watch my past two reviews, you'll know that I am not a fan of the first two Thor films. Thor Dark World is what I consider the worst MCU film, but while the tables turn with this one, this is easily in my top 5 favourite MCU films. It's amazing, this film. It's so hilarious to me. And I'm just going to post all these positives, even though it does have its few negatives. I think better the main positive we've got to start off with. Characters. Thor, greatly improved in this. He's about goofball in this film, but not in the way where he's annoying. He's very funny. Everything in this film is pretty much funny. And it uses him well. It doesn't make him annoying. He still has that sense of he could do this. And it's great. It feels like a Marvel version of Jack Sparrow to me. And I really like it. He has a great arc in this film about releasing his power. And of course his chemistry with Tom Hiddleston as Loki is 10 out of 10, as it was in the first two films. It runs through all of the Marvel films to me. All the actors have great chemistry. Even Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie. I think she's a very interesting character. I think she has a great arc. I think it's done very well. And she's also, once again, hilarious. And I'm going to turn it to the comedy of this film. The comedy in this film is excellent. Every scene has a laugh in it. And it's easily the funniest MCU movie, in my opinion. You can tell this is the direction that Taika Waititi said, look, you're doing this all wrong. Let's just take this in a more safer route. And look, I like it. I think it's great. We're not taking this too seriously now. But this film does have its hint of darknesses. Hela, the goddess of death, who's the main villain in this film, she is actually quite scary and very, very threatening. You can tell that she'll kill anyone that stands in the way of her. And I think that's a great character trait for her. And it makes that villain a little bit more scary. You want the characters to defeat her. Even though you do get her motivations. It's a bit like Thanos, but her motivations aren't as good. And this is where we're going to get to the first negative of the film, really. Hela isn't the most interesting villain. I actually remember Surtur more than Hela, which is a bit depressing, really, because Surtur's not even in the film for 5 minutes. And his main goal is what the ending is. And can I just say the ending is brilliant in this film. But the problem is, Hela just isn't that interesting. She just felt like a side villain, really, just to make sure, oh crap, we killed Surtur at the start of the movie. We've not got a villain. We need to just get a villain now, quick. And it kind of just ruined Ragnarok, really, for me. And it's even got to a point where I said, why is this film called Thor Ragnarok? You know, you should relate it more to Hela if you're going to make her the main villain. But that is probably the biggest negative I have with this film. Surtur should have been the main bad villain, and Hela really should have been not in this film or just kept as a side character to me. But barring that negative, this film is pretty much all positives. As I said, it's funny. The action in this is great as well. I love the fight between Thor and Hulk in the arena. I think that was a great scene and a great way to, hint at Thor's over big power. I think that was a great way to do it. The characters are brilliant too. The CGI actually looks really good too. The junk planet, I thought, looked really cool. Of course, you can't really create that in real life, but for what they did with the CGI, it looks excellent. Here and there is some obvious green screen where you could tell, but that's in every Marvel film really. And I've seen it so much now that I've just said to myself, I'm just going to flow with it. Even in the new Thor Love and Thunder trailer, there is a couple of scenes there where you're saying, whoa, that is some quite bad green screen. But overall, apart from those effects issues and the villain just feeling like a side character, not really the main villain, this is my funniest MCU film in my opinion. It's easily in the top 5 for me. I love Thor Ragnarok. It's great characters. It's absolutely hilarious. One more thing, Jeff Goldblum once again. Easily one of the most standout performances in this film. You could tell he's having a blast, and every line he says, I'm just laughing my head off because, as I keep saying when I did the Jurassic Park films, it's Jeff Goldblum. But as I was saying, character's great, Effects beautiful. The main big villain is great. Side villain has a great motivation, but just felt like the side character. Action's great. Special effects look brilliant. There's some nice shots in this film too. Overall, this film is just fun. Anyone can watch it and just have a great time. And the post-credit scene led up to one of my favourite MCU films of all time. I'm going to give Thor Ragnarok a 9 out of 10. It is a massive step up over the first two Thor films. And I just hope that Thor Ragnarok, I've heard it's not as good, but I'm hoping to see where it stands. I mean, nothing can be as bad as Thor The Dark World, and I hope it won't be. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually seeing it while recording this in about an hour and a half, so make sure to look out for a video for that soon. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day. See you later.